What is up, everyone? My name is Archer, and today I'm showing you guys how to install Natural Vision Evolved to your GTA 5. This is quite possibly one of the most realistic and awesome graphics mods you can get in your GTA 5 to date. So the first thing you guys want to do is click the first download link down in the description below. This is not actually a download link, but this will kind of bring you to the download link. This is Raised Mods Patreon page. If you guys don't already know, Natural Vision Evolved at the time of recording is currently paid for. That's because it is in early access, but I can guarantee you guys very soon, because he has just removed Natural Vision Evolved, Natural Vision Remastered even, off the GTA5mods.com website, meaning he's making it redundant so he can make Natural Vision Evolved free very soon. But for those of you guys who do want to pay the little bit of extra, it's really not that expensive, but do want to get it early access and get this awesome graphics mod that retextures roads, retextures pretty much everything. It even makes smoke come out from the manholes, which is so cool and it is so original. But what you guys are going to want to do is make sure you head down to Raised Patreon page and make sure you do get the gold tier right now. You guys can see I don't currently have it, because all you guys are going to want to do is literally just click join. It'll instantly fee you, download it, and you don't have to pay the monthly subscription. You will only get 1 month version. You can keep going if you want the updated versions. I didn't, but I still do have my NVE. It doesn't get rid of it, but you will have an older version. As long as that older version is stable, and my one's been stable for the past couple of months, it will work. And the only difference you'll notice is maybe a performance increase and things like that on the newer versions, but other than that, it's not going to change dramatically. So you can only support it for 1 month and you still will get it. But this is an awesome mod, and make sure you guys do check it out if you do have a little bit of spare money lying around and you do want the best of the best graphics. So if you guys watch any of my videos, I always use NVE, and you can also get the NVE 5M edition. But once you click join, it'll bring you to a download page, and you just hit download. And once you've downloaded that, what you guys are going to want to do is bring up your NVE file. Inside of here, you will have a bunch of different files. Now, I will include a download link for these two files here, because if you're going to be using ENB and you're using LSPDFR, it will crash your game. So I've got two files right here that stops your game from crashing because it is an older version of ENB. And I will leave a download link for these separately down in the description below. But for myself, I've already included them in the download. But what you guys are going to want to do is go to your GTA 5 main directory. So for me, that's going to be in my C drive. And for those of you guys on Steam, I'm going to show you guys how to get to that right now. But for those of you guys on Epic Games and Rockstar Games, your GTA 5 main directory is down in the description below. But before we go any further, if you guys haven't already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe, because it really helps me out. We're so close to 1.5k now. If we could get there by the middle of this year, that'd be so awesome. If we get to 2k by the end of this year, that'd be absolutely mental. So please subscribe, and it really helps me out. And please leave a like on this video. But for those of you guys on Steam, what you guys want to do is navigate to ProgramFiles 86, go down to Steam, Steam Apps, and Common, and choose the GTA 5 folder that you want to mod. For me, it's this one right here. And then what you guys are going to want to do is simply just bring up your OpenIV, because we're also going to need your OpenIV open. If you don't already have OpenIV, like I don't, because I uninstalled it for the sake of this video, what you guys are going to want to do is bring up the next download link down in the description below. Well, I don't know why it got rid of that in my tab, and that will bring you guys right here to OpenIV. And what you guys are going to want to do is click download now and install the latest version of OpenIV, and click save. It's going to give you a nice little exe. Very simple. Just double click on it, select English, and continue. And then what you guys are going to want to do is accept all the terms and agreements. There's nothing too crazy about it. Make sure you install it to the correct path that you want to install it on. Click continue. It's going to ask you if you want to confirm the download. Click yes. It'll install it very easily, very quickly. No much hassle at all. And then once that is finished installing, we will then be able to finish off using installing your NVE. And then what you guys are going to want to do is open up your OpenIV. Once it's finished, it's going to select your Windows. It's going to ask you to choose your GTA 5 folder. So as I said, as I just showed you guys in the beginning, those of you guys on Rockstar Games and Epic Games, your GTA 5 main directory that you will need to follow, so you can select it in here, will be down in the top of the description below. But for those of you guys on Steam, you choose the drive you've installed it, ProgramFiles 86, and then go down to Steam, Steam Apps, and Common, and just click on the folder that you want to mod. But you guys can see here that this is named copy, and if I select it, it's going to say it works with it, but it will not actually load it up because it is not called Grand Theft Auto. But there's nothing to worry about that. All you guys have got to do is just name it to Grand Theft Auto V and rename your clean copy to Grand Theft Auto. So it asks to search the encryption key. And then once that has started up, what you guys are going to want to do is go up to the top left hand corner here, select Tools and ASI Manager, and then make sure all of these are installed. So your ASI Loader, your OpenIV ASI, and then allow edit mode for, you can allow edit mode for mods folder, and then open camera. Click close, and now you've successfully done that. Now, I know a lot of you guys will not have this at the time of installing your NVE. So what you guys are now want to do, you do never want to install your NVE or any mods to your GTA 5 folder indirectly. So what you guys want to do is now go back to your GTA 5 main directory in your folder, and then where we just made this new mods folder, what you guys are going to want to do is double click inside of that, and you'll be able to see it's empty. But to fill this up, what we're going to want to do is control and select x64 and update, right click on it and copy, go inside this mods folder that's empty and paste. But for those of you guys who have already got a mods folder, you can skip forwards in the video, but for those of you guys who haven't already, I'm going to be showing you guys how to go completely from scratch, and I'll cut back to once this is finished installing. So once your mods folder has finished copying over, what you guys are going to want to do is grab your download and find the Natural Vision Evolved installer.oiv. Simply just drag that to your desktop like I've already done, and now bring back up your OpenIV. Keep your download open, bring up your OpenIV and click this little square on the top left hand corner here. It's going to bring it to your file explorer, choose your desktop, and just look for the Natural Vision installer.oiv we just dragged to your desktop. Click open on it and then click install. Most important bit is make sure you install this to your mods folder and not to your games folder, just in case anything does go wrong. You do not have to reinstall your whole GTA, and you can just reinstall your mods folder. So install to your mods folder and confirm installation. This might take a little bit of a longer time depending on how many files it has to copy over and make new versions of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to once this is finished installing. This is finished installing. What you guys are going to want to do is hit close, bring back up your download, and then navigate to the ENB required folder. For what I'd recommend doing is installing the medium settings preset. Even though you might have an absolute crazy PC, you can install the ultra settings if you really want to get the ultimate graphics mod that you can get out of this mod. But I would recommend using the medium settings because it just provides you the best quality and performance that you can get with NVE, as it is a little bit of GPU intensive graphics mod. But what you guys are going to want to do is keep your OpenIV open, and then what you guys do is select the medium settings, and then what you guys do, go to your Grand Theft Auto and simply bring that back onto this main monitor here, and simply just drag and drop these into your game like so. And there you guys go. Go back to your download, hit the back arrow and then the back arrow again, and select the main files. Just drag and drop both of these on in. All these files into your GTA 5 main directory. It's going to ask you to replace it input 8. Click replace. Since that is a standard GTA 5 folder, it's replacing. And then we are on to installing some optional extras. So bring back up your OpenIV, and I'm going to show you guys how to install the optional extras that I do recommend. So I'd recommend installing this one right here, number 4, which is the new streetlights install. So just drag and drop the install to your desktop like so. And then I'd also recommend installing the hide weapon and reticle damage overlay. It makes the game seem a little bit more crisp, a little bit more smooth, and adds that little bit of extra realism, especially if you're doing LSPDFR, and it gets rid of that little white dot when you're aiming in. So just grab that to your desktop as well. And I'd also recommend installing the enhanced motion blur if you want to get the best out of the graphics mod. That also makes it a little bit better, but I know a lot of people absolutely hate motion blur, so I would not recommend that. And what you guys are going to want to do is then install the brighter emergency light. This is also very, very useful when you're playing LSPDFR, so just drag that to your desktop. And finally, if you guys do have a mid-range PC, so maybe not the best PC in the world, but a PC that can definitely run this on medium settings, just grab this performance boost right here and just drag that to your desktop. And there is a little bit of a particular order that we have to install this in, so that the performance boost doesn't write over the brighter light. So what you guys are going to want to do, bring back up your OpenIV package installer. First of all, what you guys are going to want to install is the streetlights. So hit open. These will take a matter of seconds. Hit install and install it to your mods folder as always. Once that is done, what you guys are going to want to do is install the next one, which is going to be the show. I installed that. I actually drag and dropped the wrong file. So let me grab the hide one. I don't know why they put it in the same one. Make sure you are installing the hide one. It's very difficult to get them mixed up, so make sure you are installing the bottom one right here, which is the hide. Grab the hide weapon reticle damage overlay and install that one too. And then once that is finished, we're going to install your performance boost, and then we're going to install the brighter lights. So then install your performance boost. The reason why we're installing the performance boost first before the brighter lights is because you guys can see here, this will add and improve frame rate, especially at night, in the cost of removing some lighting effects. So that means that if you did install this, what it'll do is it will overwrite the lighting effect that you previously just installed. So that's why we install that first before installing your brighter emergency lights. But do not worry, this will not, very not at all affect your FPS in game. So just hit install and install it to your game. And once you've done that, you've now finished installing your NVE. But for those of you guys who are using this with LSPDFR and Rage Plugin Hook, you will notice that this will crash your game. And I have got a fix for that. So go down to the download link in the description below, and it'll be a zip file that I provided for you, and it will include these two files right here. Just Control and D both of them, or highlight and select them, since it will only be these two files in the download, and simply just drag and drop them into your game like so, like I'm doing right here. It's going to ask you to replace the original files that it came with, but now because that's an older version, it will not crash your Rage Plugin Hook or GTA 5. But for those guys who weren't using Rage Plugin Hook or LSPDFR, you will not have to do that, although it won't make a difference at all. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please be sure to do so, because it really helps me out in the long run, and it shows your support to me, since I do help you guys with installing almost all of your GTA 5. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Cheers and goodbye.